When time has gone by ever so quickly, it seems everything in the past has been put aside and eventually dissolved in the dark void of space. But somehow, there's a glimpse of hope, a shimmer upon the horizon, resurrecting that nostalgic emotion buried deep inside of every player that played any of the classic turn-based RPG games. And there's the Octopath Traveler, a game blessed by the gods, a game based on the legends, a game that will get the player grinding for sure and chasing their favorite character, clinging to their storyline and watching them succeed, fail, rise to their knees, and try again. As the player ventures in the glorious land of Arstera, a world believed created by the gods, full of mysteries, monsters, and magic, and 8 playable characters, 8 different storylines, and 8 unique heroes commencing their humble journey as their paths intertwine and travel as one, touching each other's lives and becoming acquainted with each other. Is this a work of fate? A coincidence? Is there an invisible hand working behind the scenes? Only the gods might know. It might be more than they expected, and what awaits them at the end will definitely answer all these questions, and they might finally have closure on why they took the path they have chosen. As the player begins their journey through Arstera, the player follows all 8 characters. Ulberich Eisenberg was once an honorable knight who tragically lost his king in their kingdom. With no purpose in living in a remote mountain village serving as a master at arms, he finds himself afloat, but not for long until he sees a familiar sword wielded by one of the bandits he's dealing with at the village. His eyes are ablaze after knowing the person who gives it to him, and he might finally find a reason to wield his sword again. Teresa Colgion is a tenacious young merchant stocking shelves at her parents' shop, and as young as she is, she wonders what lies beyond the horizon, and then one day, a chance will appear right in front of her, an inspiration perhaps, that would change her mind completely, and this might be the beginning of her journey. Cyrus Ulbright is a teacher thirsty for knowledge. He educates young minds at the Royal Academy in Atlasdam and will soon stumble upon a rare mystery of a missing and valuable tome that piqued his unquenchable curiosity. Because of his numerous admirers, he may find the perfect timing and right reason to conduct his research. Ophelia Clement, an adopted daughter and sister of the Archbishop and his daughter Liana in the snowy Frostlands, where they dutifully served the Order of the Flame, who believed the gods created the realm they lived in and breathed. And one day, a tragic turn for Ophelia, and she might be forced to decide what she felt was the right thing to do. Primrose Hazelheart was once a noble woman robbed of everything by a criminal organization. Tangible and intangible things, they took everything from her, including her loving father. 3 men bearing the mark of the crow, that's all she got, waiting and surviving in the pleasure district of Sunshade. But it will take just a single glance of that mark, and a chance of getting her longing for revenge will soon arise. Therion is a criminal thief that has his grandiose exploits known throughout the land, and wealthy folks always fear the day their precious riches will succumb to darkness. One day he drifts into the clifflands and sets his sight on a heavily guarded mansion, a place he thought would be a great test for his genuine skills, but only to find out what he never expected. This turn of events might change his life forever in a disgraceful fashion. Alphine Greengrass An apothecary trade never forgets when he was once saved by a traveling healer when he was young. They got nothing, but the stranger never asked for something in return, and it inspired him to follow in his footsteps. With a little bit of nudge, he might get a chance to chase his dreams with a single incident in their humble village. Hanit is a huntress and the last descendant of an ancient clan that calls the deep forest their home and highly respects the law of the forest. As strict as she is, her prowess with the bow is pristine. For almost a year, an old friend came home without their master. It alarms her and might force her to find out what happened to the only person closest to her as a family. Each hero has their unique path action commands. First, noble path actions. The potency of the path action will depend on the character's level. Second, rogue path actions has the risk of lowering its reputation and might lose it within a specific town, and the player can no longer use their path actions on any NPCs in that town. Warrior Alberic and Hunter Hanit can challenge NPCs to a duel to overcome certain obstacles. Scholar Cyrus and Apothecary Alfin can gain information from characters that will help the player to complete quests in the form of hidden items and helpful information. Merchant Treza and Thief Therion can acquire items directly from NPCs by buying with a discount and stealing respectively. Cleric Ophelia and Dancer Primrose, guiding and luring NPCs, will summon NPCs on the battlefield, which might help them win fights. Each turn, heroes can use different weapons, skills, and abilities based on their unique jobs. Choosing the right move and finding the weakness of the enemy unit can break their shield. Combine it with the boost mode, and their attacking abilities will surge, inflicting massive damage and stunning them for one turn. Now is the best time for the player to feel comfortable, chill, and grind those levels. Find the best equipment for each character and stay in touch with the twists and turns, and may the gods guide them all.